What's good, YouTube? It's your boy CJ Too Lit, and we back with another hip hop news update. So, man, I know y'all have heard a lot of situations that's been going on, especially surrounding around the Young Dolphs situation that occurred a few days ago in Memphis. There's been a lot of new news reports that's been released. A lot of new connections to what's going on. And it's sad to say, but these guys, when you do this type of stuff, it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anybody on here watching this video right now been in the streets or know what the streets, consist of, especially nowadays, you can't get away with too much, especially doing stuff to people that is famous and rich and everybody loved and was very well known. You know what I'm saying? You can't get away with killing somebody like Dolph at a store like that. You know what I'm saying? First of all, the store got cameras. You feel me? So if you really wanted to do something to get away with it, I felt like you would have done something in a more, low key or more less secured area. You know what I'm saying? So that's your first mess up right there. Two, the license plates on your cars, the fact that car was used in a different murder the week before, the fact that they found the car in front of a house, and in that house there was a person that was murdered inside of that as well. So those people that murdered Dolph could have possibly and potentially murdered somebody else a week before that, because the police are now saying that car was used in a murder a week before. So now we know that these people, whoever committed these murders, they're obviously committing multiple murders, and they are probably on the run for that as we speak. Now, they have basically been saying that, they caught the murder suspects, which is like MTZ. And I know they was also trying to come out with rumors saying that MTZ's dead. If y'all go watch King AK-47's interview with MTZ, who MTZ, by the way, is the person who was accused of being one of the shooters, allegedly, of the Dolph shooting. But it turns out he's not. He has an alibi of where he was that day and all of that. So all the evidence showed that he was not the killer. He had nothing to do with it. So we can go ahead and get off of that situation right there. The streets of Memphis really know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I've talked to people. I went to school in Tennessee. In college, I got a lot of friends that I, play with that are from Memphis. The streets know what's going on, bro. They know what's going on. They know who did what. They know when and where they at. They know exactly what's going on. Now, whether or not they're going to cooperate with the police or not, that's something that we'll probably have to get into down the line. Now, if you look at all of the situations around the Dolph situation, the fact that the car was found and somebody else was murdered, they're going to use all of the evidence that they collect is going to be gathered together, and it's gonna go against them. You gotta think about it. If the car was found at that house and they find evidence of DNA or anything that's left there at that scene, that they're gonna tie that directly into the Dolph murder automatically. You feel me? Especially if they don't have any specific evidence already on hand right now. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna figure out a way to tie that to the Dolph murder. And basically, whenever they do that, then that'll tell you exactly who did what. And if you really think about it, a lot of people was trying to piece this story together at first and trying to make it harder than what it actually was. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. If the murder car, the tag number, all of that was matched up and it was found wrecked into a bush in front of the house that another person was murdered in, that should go to show you that obviously the same people probably committed that murder. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they parked this car inside of a person's driveway, killed a person, and then, you feel me, like somebody just naturally died of natural causes at the house that they parked their car at. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, something had to happen to that guy, and something did happen to him, so yeah, man, it's a lot of stories and a lot of speculation and a lot of different things that's going around social media and that people are putting out here and portraying that's, not really even the truth, to be honest, but and that's where the real bloggers and the real people who have real true information come into play, and we bring our sources and our knowledge that we know and understand, and we put that on the platform for people to be able to see and understand as well. You know what I'm saying? So definitely with this whole Dolph situation, there will be people being caught very soon. We know this. Police are saying that there was a lot of evidence left at the last scene where they found the car. So obviously, these criminals, whatever they was doing, they was, they got caught slipping and they wasn't doing it correct. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't wish death or jail on nobody. I don't wish, anything on nobody, you know, especially when it come down to the streets, especially if you've been in the streets, you know. You don't wish death or jail on your worst enemy. But, you know, it's not too much I can really speak on and say about this situation because, you know, I'm not related to this. But I do really feel some type of way about Dolph losing his life and the way he lost his life. You know, he was picking up a pack of cookies for his grandmama who lived 3 minutes up the street in South Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Now, yes, there may have been another neighborhood with somebody else, but you also have to think of all of the other factors that play into it. You know, you got to think about why was Dolph there? You know, who else he had with him, you know, because apparently, you know, they're saying that Dolph had security with him. And they were saying that his security shot back after the guys got in the car and began to retreat. You know what I'm saying? So, but by that time, obviously, it was too late and they had already lost their life. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just how this type of stuff goes. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on point at all times and you got to be able to, you know, read your surroundings at all times. Know what situations can happen, especially when you're rich and famous like that and you driving that kind of car. You have to be able to be aware of your surroundings and know what's really going on around you, you know. And that's all the information that I got for y'all today, man. We're going to continue to keep y'all updated as more information comes out on this, and we'll make sure we get all of that out to you, man. But before you do that, man, before you click off this video, make sure you leave a like on this video. Also, make sure if you're new to the channel to subscribe. Also, make sure you turn on post notifications on as well, so you can be notified every time I upload a new video as well. But that's all the information I got for y'all, man. It's your boy CJ Too Lit. We're gonna be back with another banger, man, probably the day of tomorrow, and I'm gonna see y'all then, man. Peace.